Capricorn. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. I will just dive right in. This is your love reading for the upcoming 2 weeks. So it's from today, the 15th of November, till the 28th of November. And if this reading resonates with you, then probably the reading in the extended will resonate with you as well. That will be your person and how they view you. Sometimes the last couple of signs, not the last, but a few signs, because you're my 10th sign out of all the 12 signs that I'm doing now. And for a couple of them, I haven't gotten an extended because it has been so much focus on you, like where you're at in the world and what you're going through at the moment. And so it hasn't been really important where your person's at, if that makes sense. So let's see what's going on with you and if it's the same thing. If it isn't, then the extended is going to be in the description box. Gorgeous cards, Capricorn. Wait. I believe I called you my Paradise card for the longest time, and then Taurus sort of swooped in and took that place for a while. I just want to show you though. 7 Heavenly Virtues, that's your like basic card coming out for the upcoming week for love. And then we have Sensuality. And then we have the Phoenix Rising, Epiphany. This is just gorgeous energy, Capricorn. And going through, like, we are going to move out, like we're towards the end of Scorpio season, and I understand that you felt this one strongly. And then we move into Sagittarius, which is going to be like way calmer. That's on the 22nd, I believe. 22nd of November, which I also love, numerology, the 2211. And so yeah, it just brings a whole lot of good energy to the table, and letting go of that crazy deep diving transformational Scorpio. Having that said, it feels like you're opening up to love. Capricorn, this is going to be, I mean, it's a general range. Take whatever applies for you. But with this card coming out as your basic card for the upcoming 2 weeks, that's your basic energy, like overall energy, the 7 Heavenly Virtues, which is just blessings raining upon you, raining down on you, just coming into your life. But it's raining blessings on us on a regular basis, every day, every hour of every year. There's just blessings to count. You, on the other hand, need to be in the vicinity or in the vibration where you can let this in, or where you can even see it. Like if you're constantly, the typical metaphor or symbol for this is like you go to look for something, but in your mind it's not there. So you go look for something that is not there, and then you don't find it. And maybe you tell your spouse, you tell your friend, you tell somebody, like, I was looking, but I can't find it. And then your person comes out and they look in the same cupboard, or they look for your keys or whatever. And like they open the same cupboard, they look in the same space, and it's right there. It's like, what? I looked for that. I couldn't find it. And it's that mentality. Like if you go in to find it, you'll find it. If you go in, even though it's right there, you'll miss it. If you have a feeling that you're not going to find it. The same thing with love, the same thing with blessings. It truly can be right in front of your face, but you have to be in the receiving mode. You have to be on the receiving end, like to allow it in and to really see that it's there for you, not to continue to say, I see all of this blessing, but it's not for me, or I'm not worthy of it, or I don't feel like I'm ready for it, or whatever, whatever's going on in your life. Like you have to be in the receiving mode. So I don't know why I'm talking about this. So maybe there's some of you guys, because I feel like there's something that you truly have left behind. This gorgeous energy and the energies coming up here in the cards It just tells me that you've done some major homework, let's call it, where you have adjusted your energy to start to receive. And that's not only for love. I feel like that's for a lot of things. You're starting to receive. It might not be that you want whatever comes your way. There can be suggestions, it can be opportunities, it can be like, that's more towards the reading that I'm doing next week again. Like overall, what you're doing in your life, that would fit there. It would suit whatever is going on. It feels like you're just opportunities coming your way. And it doesn't necessarily mean that whatever, you know, is given to you, you have to accept the minute it's given just because it's given. And I feel like that's the same thing here with love. Just because, Capricorn, there's something about you're moving away from people that has chosen you, or I want to say, like, some of you guys have been, this is in the past, some of you guys have been with a certain someone, but it feels like it wasn't completely your choice. It was like they choose you, and so you went for it. Like, oh wow, somebody loves me, somebody really truly loves me, and so I'm gonna go with it. It's not like if you had the choice or if you got to pick, I feel like you wouldn't have picked the relationship, or definitely being in the relationship down the road. This is what's coming out, Capricorns. I do understand the whole, just because the opportunity comes to you, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to pick it. And so do that with the same, I was going to say attack, but with the same approach. With the same approach that, okay, somebody offers you a job. You'll think about it. Somebody offers you, I don't know, a gift, I was gonna throw this away. Do you want this? You think about it. Like, do I want that? Do I like that? You probably would say, no, I don't like that, if you actually felt like you didn't like it. It feels like, apply the same analogy to relationships. That is your birthright. That is your, like, and it's not even fair to the person that you're with, because I feel like you haven't completely been with them, like wholeheartedly been investing in this relationship. It might look like it on the surface. It might look like it's not like you've been a crappy person to them, or that you haven't treated them nice. It might even have been quite passionate at times, quite like really friendly and in that sense authentic, but something just has been, it's not 100%. I feel like maybe it has been 90%, but it's not 100%. But because they picked you, you went with it. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody out there, but that's what I'm getting. And this is what you're shifting now. This is what, Capricorn, we're leaving this behind. You might like start to interest yourself for somebody that you did in the past, but as soon as you feel like 100% this is not for you, it's like, no, I was going to say I'm out the door, but that's like you've already met them. If you initially already feel like that's not for you, you won't even go there. I feel, Capricorn, like you don't have the time anymore to, it's not messing around, but like you don't have the time to spend your energy on something that is just not 100% authentic or 100% something that you want, like truly want. And that's spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, like just all of it. And in the same way, at the same time, I mean, this heavenly virtues just means that the yummiest of yummy. So I'm connecting with people that are either just leaving a relationship, thinking about leaving a relationship, or being single. Because I feel like this 7 heavenly virtues coming in, it's like this time around, Capricorn, the elish, like the yummy, oops, sorry, that was my phone. I didn't turn off the sound. Sorry about that. delicious level on this next relationship is just through the roof. It's like, oh man. And so that's what you're aiming for. You're aiming for, like, because you know today what you want spiritually. You know today what you want mentally. You want to have that person that you truly, truly can connect with and have like a smart conversation with, and just, you know, understanding one another. And if you don't understand, just at least have the wanting to understand the other person, that they have a pure and true interest in you, and that you have a pure and true interest in them. And with all of that said, the physical being in place, the mental being in place, the emotional, the spiritual, like all of it, all the bodies are like lining up. Still, if you asked the Capricorn today, like, what is it that you truly seek in another? You probably would say, like, you're 15 years old. It was like, they should be handsome, they should be gorgeous, they should be have the right pair of pants, I don't know, and the list would go on and on and on, probably about a lot about physical attributes. And today, like a bit older, depending on who you are watching this, maybe you're 25, and I'm not want to make fun of anybody if that's still your wanting. Like, you get to want what you want, but the thing is that you have gone through all these relationships, or one or two relationships, that really has made you understand what it is that you want. And if you were to ask you today, you would probably say something along the lines with, I just would like somebody that is kind, that, you know, treats me well, and that I can hug. That would be nice. Like, eat good dinners, just have a good time. The list doesn't go on and on and on anymore. It's like, you just know in your heart that you just want somebody that is really authentic and friendly in this world, and that's it. That would be gorgeous. Not that you sell out, or that you don't like go for what you want anymore. It's just that it's different what you're looking for. But the connection that I'm feeling here, Capricorn, is, look at it. It's sent from heaven. It's a match that was supposed to happen. But I feel like this probably, I mean, if you're not older, and by older, I mean even older than 30, which is not old. I'm not talking about you being old. Still, being 60, I'm still not talking about you being old. I just mean, if you have gained some information, if you have lived some life, you needed to live that life, you needed to gain that information. So first of all, you knew what you want, and second of all, you knew what you deserve. Thirdly, you would be ready for, like, that you would be feeling what you deserve, but also that you would be feeling worthy of the person coming in. Because I feel like, next card out, sensuality. They've lifted the veil. There's something, do you see in the back there? That's you, like with a red head. You can have normal hair, I was going to say. You can have any color. That's a man and that's a woman. It's just depicted as a woman here. That's you feeling really sensual, and a man can feel sensual. It's just you being more and more in your right element. Like more and more sort of owning who you are, knowing who you are. Like having the epiphany that maybe it's not all about, like, it's not so much about them, but rather a lot more about you. Like, it's so much about how you portray yourself, what you think of you, how much you love yourself, how much of self-worth you feel, and on and on and on. And it's has very little to do with the partner that, like, but that's what most people do. They want this partner to fulfill them, to complete them, and all the nonsense that is in the rom-com movies. You complete me. No, they don't. They don't complete you. You complete you. And then to complete people with each other, that is yummy stuff. And I see this person has glanced. So either it has been a connection made, like it has been a peekaboo. You see in the back there, this person is lifting like lifting the veil and like taking a look at you. So that means that you might have had dreams about them. You might actually have had the initial contact, like met them through somewhere. But if you have, I feel like it's brand spanking new. It's like so new that if you met them, it was a quick hello at a party. It was a grocery store. You just laid eyes on each other. It was saying hi on the internet. It was like a very brief and very, yeah, it's in the very, very beginning stages. This is not a date, we're dating just yet, but I feel like this will just blow up in your face, if in a really good way. It feels like you will move very quickly. Phoenix rising, that's you guys. You have come out of something that like a long relationship, or a long journey of different relationships that carries it sort of, some people switch partners like quite frequently. And some people sort of, they're just this type of person that, you know, they stay with the same person for 10 years or 20 years. And it does not matter. That just does not matter. You've shifted the energy. It might look from the outside that it doesn't matter what it looks like on the outside. It does not matter. If you have been in that very long relationship, you've asked for what you want because you know what you want and you know what you don't want. And you've gotten out of that. That's the energy that we have moved away from, I feel. And if you have been in several different relationships, maybe some longer, maybe some shorter, but just a whole bunch of more relationships, knowing what you don't want, knowing now what you do want, you have come out of that as well. It's the overall energy that we're talking about, and you've come out of it. And for some reason, it's been a tougher road, and for some reason, did I say that? I don't know. For some Capricorns, it's been a tougher road, and for some Capricorns, it's been fine, but I don't feel like it has been, oh man, it's been so passionate. I've been with my true love for the longest time. Maybe friendships and stuff like that, but no. I feel like you prepared for the relationship coming in now, whether that's towards the end of 2019 or just early 2020. Here comes the shift. And I said before, it's like you will have an epiphany, and here it says epiphany on the bottom of the Phoenix rising. And we also have peacock feathers here, and the feathers to me, the peacock to me talks about a soulmate connection, which brings a lot of freedom. It's quite interesting because I am talking about how nobody's completing you. You're completing yourself. You're feeling fulfilled within your own body and the connection to your spirit. But there's something about having this person coming into your life. For some reason, it will add so much freedom. And so that might be that they might help you out financially. They might help you out just releasing things around thoughts that you've had, enabling you to just be more of yourself, like really inspiring you to be more of yourself. It's just a feeling of freedom, I feel. When this person comes, it's a feeling of freedom. Like you can just relax more. You could have relaxed yourself, but there's something in this connection. There's something in this soulmate connection. Guys, I feel like you've lived probably 100 lifetimes, if not more, together in the past. But I'm not certain that you've actually met in this lifetime. There's like if there's a soulmate out there, it's quite common that you run into them or you have a fling and then later on you meet up with them again. For this connection, I'm not so sure. I feel like it's probably very new to you. It's an old soul. It's an old connection. You will instantly know them, but I don't think that you've physically met in this lifetime. Okay, guys, I hope that resonates with you, and I'm really excited to see what you're gonna bring into your life because you feel worthy of it now. It feels like you're so more, yeah, you know what you're worthy of. There's so gonna be an extended here. Let's see where your person's at and where they're at, like in the relationship to you, and maybe who they are. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you back in a week for your general, like overall reading. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really would serve me. It really would help me a lot. Thank you guys. Bye.